flow in quiet stillness. Along the way, the phone's battery stopped at 97% for no clear reason. It was a tiny fluctuation, never meant to be recorded. Yet this program gathers only those small, meaningless shifts.
I'll start with things I noticed there. Like I said last time, I'll start with a hard topic. Some thinkers say life is no meaning, and they think about how to live because there's meaning, or they try to make their own steps, or they try to give a meaning to the state of nothing. They build a system of meaning again. I always call this original meaning. They think if there's no meaning outside, they must make meaning by themselves. They think about nothing and change it in a various meaning. I don't do that. I don't try to make a new meaning for myself. I think that's just a trick. I don't mean to fight with these thinkers. To be exact, I can do that. What stay with me is just that step to stay alive. I noticed one day that these steps on my thought of not running away to a story might be a story too. I felt a bit bad when I noticed this, but I never forget for a reason that this is right to protect myself. I don't do this because of strong belief. I think things go well. Who I do this, it feels like a strict rule, but it's not something I believe from my heart. I don't believe it blindly. Even if I live with rules, I might feel bad now. And these steps are just to keep myself together. Today, I'm a habit like that. I became a person who can't believe things and don't want to believe anything. There's no good belief for me. I don't think all beliefs are bad. In religion, meanings doing religion meanings believing. That's not bad, but many people believe things blindly. That's necessary for them. That's necessary for them. Because you can't do religion. You think with your head. Believing a story like religion just blind belief, but people can't trick themselves or run away from. But easily if they don't do that, I can't do that. I can't give a good mark to myself. That's why I was useless when I was in religion. I don't believe things blindly. I keep my rules important, but I always go back and forth thinking this is just a story too. Buddha said everything changes, so don't hold on to things. What I'm doing now connect to that. I shouldn't fix things. Who you fix your thought and think you're safe. Who you believe this, you hit a wall because everything in this world is made of things that fight each other. Even if you believe blindly, you hit a wall. When I hit a wall, I can't look at things in a good way for life, for myself. I can't think there's no problem. I see things that fight each other there. When I hit a wall, I can only stop. That's why it's important for me not to hold on to things and not to fix things. Fixing things, what people want to do. I wanna something. Think I just need to do this, or I wanna think things go well if I keep the rules, cause I want things perfect, even if I think it's important not to change. things change or don't end sometimes. When that happens, I think this is just a tool to protect myself, and I don't need to hold on to it so my thought doesn't fix. Making a story means fixing things, like thinking I'm safe. I believe this. My example was, but it became a bit mixed up. I said everything changed, but my rule is not to change. My rule try not to change. Monk live a life that doesn't change even when the world changes. They get up at the same time and do the same action. People might think it's strange to make a rule not to change it, but it's necessary so you don't get washed away by the big change of the world. This is mixed up too, because making a rule means that rule itself doesn't change. The next topic is about people who feel there's nothing in life. They might say it doesn't matter. When there's no meaning, people become free. It sounds bad, but it's just mean you're free. Because you're free, it doesn't matter. You can do anything. People put bad feeling on it. Think that they're down, but the thought of it doesn't matter. It's right, because you're free. You can do anything. Some people might do bad things, because that. For me, when meaning goes away, I can't say what is good or bad. That's free. But my internal rules go away too. It's like playing sports and the rules disappear suddenly. Nothing works, then my life doesn't work either. Who my sense of good and bad goes away completely. Everything goes away, because life is no meaning. So there are two ways going either way. So the same after that I learned about the thought that nothing is perfect. There's no top thing that is always right. If there's no top thing, you can't even get close to it. Life is no goals, and even when the happen, I can't make a new story like other thinkers. When I'm free, my feelings explode. I become very active. My rules are there to stop that. My rules bind me. My life like that. Ichiro does its routine during game to stop the feelings that true from sure we don't know who that's his goal, but its routine keeps him from feeling too happy or too bad. He doesn't get happy when things go well, and he doesn't cool down when things are bad. That's because his routine. It affects him for sure. I do the same thing right now. I'm here. I'm practicing English sound, and I hit the wall. It's not a simple wall. The shape is different, and it comes from my personality. My perfectionism stick to my core. The way I see the world must be different from others. I'd one things I wanna talk about here today, but I forgot it. I watched the same program again and again to remember it, and I thought in my head, I feel like I could almost remember it, but I couldn't. I don't know who this is that things, but most people, especially Japanese people, do what everyone thinks is good, but some people want to do something different from others. They choose B instead of A. There's another type of person. She who's neither A nor B. There are almost no people like that, but people are usually A, B, or C. Most people are A, or they are B. Do things are a bit different from others, but B is rare in Japan too. People who are not A or B are people who are in the middle and don't belong anywhere. They are dark spot. I always felt that I don't belong to any of them. Today I saw a star who didn't seem to have many friends before, but they are making many friends lately. Who I were that person who I get many friends and they give me clothes for my birthday or we go out together. I wouldn't know what my real self is. I would get changed by the people around me and my energy would go away. My real self would disappear. I worry with that person's okay. Today my mom and dad talk about the weather getting warm. We don't need a hurrah heater and we don't need to spend money, but my mom bought something to support her feet. Who she write the review. She can get something for smartphone for free. It looks useful. So I was thinking about it. My mom will use it, but I thought it's a waste and maybe I can use it when I'm on bed. I feel angry because I can't use it anyway. So I gave up. Also, I remember a time when I got one or many pocket tissues for free, and I was very happy it came back to my mind suddenly. It was when I was in elementary school, the tissue didn't have any character pictures, but I was happy because it was free. I liked anything where it was free. My personality hasn't changed. So my eyes went blind because that free things game. It's silly. I can't believe myself. Also, these things happen many times before, and it happened again today. I lost my mind again. I think it's impossible. I thought, but all you can eat bread. I thought there are many chains, but maybe not many in Hokkaido, but there are many all you can eat yakiniku place for some reason. I don't know why there are many yakiniku place. Other tribes didn't come up when I started. I looked it up just now, and I understand I couldn't know without starting. It's embarrassing, but I thought frank meat meant separate places of meat from various parts, but it means the meat around the ribs, and that's embarrassing. The person who moved from our house is over 60 years old. My mom, dad, and I guessed he is a girlfriend. He's a grand person and has money, so he changed his grand room, his garage in a room. I didn't have a good image of him before, but he's over 60. Maybe he felt lonely, so he made a girlfriend image of him and changed it completely. It became a very good image. I don't know why it became a good image, but I thought he's pure. I can tell. He's something I don't. So I can tell well. If I were over 60 and had money, I would make a girlfriend. He keeps that kind of feelings even after 60. And I thought that's nice. He'd sound money so he could go to places like cabaret clubs or night shops alone. But this is much better for me. But for all you can eat, there's not much beside. Stamina taro. This is lost mind thanks to there were all you can eat places in Hokkaido before. I feel strange. I had a question before I talk about it here too. Why do people eat many kind of food one day? Eating a huge amount of steak or yakiniku doesn't fit Japanese people, and I wonder why they do that. Really, I think the level of how people see things is totally different. For example, people who are good at art but high level their visual part when I watch them, but they might be bad at talking things from their ears. I can tell. On the other hand, people who are very sensitive or good at English sound or lyrics, they've that feature. It's not that they practice hard to do it, but their original level of things is different. Those people can hear and remember things without any effort. They can do it instantly. For me, an English sound, I don't know. I don't confident, but I don't need to lower myself too much. Maybe I'm thinking too hard, even though I'm good at it. So it's a waste. It's annoying, but during the day, I was thinking about the show name. At night, I was thinking about the show name too. I 1 hour passed before I noticed the same time and different from everyone, and it's changed depending on the situation. But it's not that I'm just blanking out, or my head is moving slow. The sense of time is made in the person's brain. Even for the same 1 hour, the brain moves differently, and the same time is totally different. I can tell, and it's annoying when I've 1 hour. It takes a long time. Sometimes it's annoying, but it shouldn't be a waste of time. I must be doing various things in my head, trying my best, but I feel like I spend a waste of time. Going back to the story before about all you can eat placed with my kind of food, I wonder why that buffet style only exists in a hotel. Who I look up the reason, I can find it, but many questions come up after another. Having curiosities for, but I'm mostly worrying when this happens. I don't like it when questions come up like a chain. I thought acting is very different things. People seem to make things themselves. I still think that's not necessary for acting, but they make their own feelings inside, and I wonder if people can do that. For example, you can't feel thankful just because you wanna feel thankful. They raise their feeling inside. They shouldn't stop at just feeling happy with themselves. And they must express it, show that feeling. They must make it a shape that everyone can see. Doing both at that time seems impossible to me. Today the voice actor said the exact same think. They said they make feeling inside, but it's useless food. People don't understand it. I was surprised to know they do that. I thought that they said they make feelings inside, but it's useless food. People don't understand it. I was surprised to know they do that. I thought that's difficult. Most people can only do one side, though saying most people might be too much. Someone said making feelings inside the difficult things, they don't understand it. That problem, whether people can say it, understanding it or not a problem or art. It is no meaning for the feeling change inside, but people don't know. Some people live in that difficult world. Superficial thing is no good. I think a superficial thing is fine because that equals acting, but actors in their own world, who I were a star, things would be bad. In a music show, a person covering a song about dream come true, I imagine Barrett, who it were me. I would say the truth. I would say I don't know this song well, but there's this kind of music. The fans would get angry for sure. I'm not about being honest or not. I can't tell a lie there, but I became able to see myself like this only lately. Before I didn't notice I was saying my real thought. I just couldn't understand the other person's feeling, but I don't say things to make people angry widely. I just don't like a lie for myself. I never say I like a song I hate. I want to keep my sense important. I don't want to match the world alone. Whoever a star thinks would be bad. I hate dreams come true. So if I had to sing their song, I would say the truth. I wouldn't just say I hate it, but I would say there are songs like this too. Today I saw the lyrics of artist by chance. It was speech I've no interest lyrics at all, but I saw them today. They were like what I'm talking about here. Really, I was surprised. I remember my students' days. Whatever opinion I said, it was just one person's opinion. Even if I thought I was right, there's a problem somewhere. And I know that it was just my opinion, and I wonders who there was a meaning to say it. I wonder if there was a meaning to have that thought. I could understand people who argue, who I say something, they say something back. I know both are not the right answer. That's why I do a question about religion too. There are many right answers. So why don't they notice that none of them the right answer? And now I understand the value of religion existence, but thinking about which one's real one is no meaning. I'm talking about various things in my podcast now. Around some time I got confidence in my thought, and I don't think it's just a single person opinion anymore. One thing I thought of now is what I'm talking about here. For there's stone from us. Some people say this stone's powered, or some people say they can live like this because this stone. But if I look at the stone closely, I say I can't understand what you are saying. That's how it is. Even when I look at a stone, I think that just views caught by a human head. But if I say that this language itself is made by humans, so thinking too abstractly is useless. But But that feeling looking at a stone like this done by a human brain too. I don't know if I can see it correctly. It's just a human view. Sometimes I think talking about things that are not abstract or universal has no meaning. When I go back and forth between level of abstract thought, I said nihilism. Like humans are decided by genes, but before genes, humans are just things, and that's higher level of abstract thought. I go back and forth like that. I don't think too abstractly usually, because life becomes hard. Today, my mom and dad were out for religion meeting. They were not home in the evening yesterday and today when something different from usual happened. Even if it's good things, I don't feel good. I feel today ended again, or I could do more, or I could make it better. It's a good day, but it's passed fast. Books and music lyrics, philosophical things then sometimes, but I have no interest. I'm looking up the song I mentioned, but it's hard to understand what I'm trying to get must be different. Literature is not that kind of thing. Why when I do philosophy, I don't need to see music lyrics. I can't understand that part. Putting such a deep thought in a lyrics could happen only in Japan and other countries. Songs are just like meeting a girlfriend at bar. That's fine. I think about things philosophically, but I don't know who that kind of country fit me. I think of America or Spanish-speaking countries, Latin countries fit me better, but these countries, many religion people, I don't know their feelings. They've many religion people, but they are very efficient. But for Nietzsche, they were not efficient. But around Nietzsche's time, science went up. People stopped believing in strange things, so they became efficient. It should be the opposite. Going back to the story, I think about many things philosophically, but I don't do philosophy. I have no interest in lyrics with deep thought. I'm bad at them, and it feels bad. I don't know if I'm good at these things. I'm probably bad at them. It's written lyrics to with a bit different meaning, but people get shaken by the world around them. Uh, they try to fight it or do it softly. That becomes a problem of word or inter, inter interpretation, and I don't like that kind of philosophical talk. The definition of what the person means by the word is buggy. So listening to a philosophical talk has no meaning at all. Going back to the story before, what anyone said is not perfect. It's just their opinion and there's a problem. But talking is meaning, listening is meaning. I've confidence to say that, and I speak here with confidence. Who there's no perfect thing, there's no right answer, but I don't think all of that are wrong. I'm very careful. I don't try to become philosophical in a strange way. Like I said, abstract things are not useful and they just end. I never speak here with groundless confidence. This sounds bad, but many people in the world take other people's opinions their own, especially Japanese people hear a story from someone and speak like it's their own life philosophy. That's amazing in a bad way. I can tell where they have no content and they say superficial things. They make it like deep, like wisdom start up their life, but I can tell that's not true at all. Going back to the story again, I go back and forth women fight so they don't get swallowed by the word. Last time I said it's for my like a rounded stride. At that time, as chief monk lived a regular life with rules. They keep themselves from getting swallowed. That looks very stubborn, like they hold to things, but it must be the exact opposite. That attitude of fighting each person's life is fine. If they wanna do it, they respond softly. They respond softly to change, or they take a balance and they don't get what away, but they wanna be feeling of fighting a bit. What actions good them? That studied religion or psychology, but we don't know. Like a chief monk, I seem to do things with a lot of care, but my heart isn't broken until now. That means I'm not pulling a tight string, but soft string, or maybe I can't do that, but I'm doing it without knowing. I do it without knowing from 80%. I use my mind for 20%. I can tell smoothly that I should hold the things here. I can tell my perfectionism coming out. Going back to the story again, I try not to make a story. I try not to make a story to support myself, but my rules stayed with me. I don't miss even this teeny story. Living with rules has no meanings for me. I keep myself from getting swallowed by a story. I don't know who this is a good example, but if you win 200 million yen in a lottery, your feelings explode. You become active and want to buy this and that or go there. Energy explodes for me. My state is like that. A thinker said becoming a nothing means becoming free. I mean, free space, so many energies about to explode. There's no pressure to push me down. That sounds good, but it's like floating in space. It doesn't feel good at all. And I've had to push myself down. That's my rules. Now it's night. I'm recording at night. First, started scandal before and caused problem. They worked hard without looking back at the past, but the problem happened again. If I were the manager, I would say, I feel thankful to you. I protect you, even if others say bad things. So please work like before. I made that. I imaged during my meal game. Today I ate pickled egg and it was very good. I had it before. I said to like it from sudden year. It's not that my sense changed, but it might be better now. We don't know. It might be both, probably both. I like to think about human like this, but since I started the podcast, I get bored looking at myself all the time. I do it in a bit different way now, but in my blog stage, I wanted to tell about myself. I didn't want to make these 10 years meaningless things. I'm good at talking about myself. I made a resolution at a certain time. That's why I'm in this shape now. I talk about the tofu future. If I eat it every day, I should get bored, but I don't, because I made a resolution. This is the same. I made a resolution. If I don't make a resolution, the desire comes up. Even for tofu, I would wanna eat other things that I'm not bored of, but I could keep going because I made a resolution. It's an impulsive things are pollution of energy. I know I was doing it naturally. You can't do it by intention every day. Or maybe every day I feel miserable about myself. Why do I become a person who stay home? I hate my fate. I feel miserable. When I feel I'm causing trouble to my mom and dad, when I have free time, I got that thought for sure. That's why I made a life habit before to make less free time. But I get that thought before I notice that around my dinner pickled eggplant is good today and the leftover from yesterday with the sukiyaki taste broke the pork I said well I know for later it doesn't taste much for first and there was a lot of pork. I worried who my stomach would get but because there was a lot of pork, good onion, cabbage, leek, and chikuya was very good. Chikuya becomes very as temperature, and it changed sometimes. And a small amount of macaroni said I eat it little by little, cutting a small macaroni in half. That's why it feels like a lot, because I did that. I want to eat a lot of tofu, and I can't give up the things my mom bought for smartphone. I thought I could use it. I wrote a note about English sound, but fully things about pronunciation. Well, I wanted to know today was not there. It should cover almost everything that only one I didn't know note down with a well I wanted to know I don't believe bad luck happened to me. So I don't know where to through this feeling or how to interpret it. I can always say it's words but maybe a part of when I think I bad luck I've worried that I've been worrying about for more than 10 years. I worry for 1 year, and really I'm worrying who I should stop fishing my mom and dad. I've been worrying about it for 1 month, maybe. Worrying at each time, and they continue. I regret something for more than 2 years, and I still do. I regret things from more than 10 years ago. Today, a singer called Ikura's the vocal of Yoasobi, and I was shocked to that. I don't hate kind of things. This kind of genius exists sometimes who can do well around too. Who I don't know what is good. There's usually this kind of story who I don't see that start. I don't know what is good in the middle, and the host said you don't need to polite word, but they use polite word. And I care about the part. I try to get close to each other, and I care about that. I don't know why I care, but I can raise their feelings of care for me. Who used to care? I don't wanna see that, but I saw it. Annoying things happen about 10 videos I saw disappear from my story history, and I do strange things when I'm too annoyed. I think about stopping watching videos completely. I don't go that far, though I don't extreme things. I don't wanna admit it, but maybe my personality became bad because of age, so I don't do that now. Today I watched Chiba Lotte again. I can feel satisfied. I know it's useless to watch it many times, but I watch it. I spent 3 hours looking up things after I got in a bed, including waste of time. A part of my body was itchy, and because that I went downstairs and woke up. I thought I should record my English talk now, then tomorrow would be easy. I thought Boris didn't do it. Then I regret it. It was strange how itchy it was. I slept after that, and I went to the toilet at a good time yesterday, so I thought I didn't need to go, but that went bad too. I put my hand on my pants again, so I wanna wash my head hand, my body is itchy and it is different from my usual routine, so I had to check things it was messed during the night.